Yes.
Actually, having a peace studies program, actually having a college peace in this university has been our dream. John and I, Jan, we've been talking about this for some time now, and we want to put it into action. And we want to draw from the office of, what is that, sustainability. And so what they have done to set up their office is that they collect data on universities around the country that have such offices and programs. And then they collect signatures from faculty and students. And then they write a proposal to the president. And the president said, oh, Harvard has it, Princeton has it, you know, we should have it. So we want to follow that path. But what's your suggestion? Would you think it makes sense? We also think maybe it's very important to form a group of people who would organize, coordinate a lot of the possibilities. What's your suggestion for that to be a reality?
Well, you know the old saying, when the other side doesn't see the light, make them feel the heat. And how do you do that? Get big numbers. Get faculty members to sign up, and then also say, why are we spending so much money on the football program here at this university? You know how much the football program cost? There was a piece in the Post on Saturday, I think $18 million. Let's take the $18 million that we spend on this violent, sexist, masculine, pseudo-masculine sport and do away with the football program and have a peace studies program. And how do we go about doing that? Well, I say go to the next football game and during halftime, you get all the faculty members sit at the 50-yard line in the middle of the field and wait till the cops come to arrest us for disrupting the football game. Do you want to do it?
I need to have power in to give us the courage.
Make them, when they don't see the light, make them feel the heat. And so here we have this Gary Williams. I think this guy's he's way overpaid, and he abuses students. How's he doing? He shouts at his players. You ever see him shout? That's all he does, shout during the game. If an English teacher acted like Gary Williams does, shouting at the kids, that teacher would be fired instantly. But he can get away with it. So we have a sports-obsessed school that spends $18 million on the football program, and the coach wants more. That's not what they're paying these other schools. So that's, again, where do you spend the money? That's how you find out what does the school value? Where do they spend their money? We don't spend it on peace education here. So I said we ought to get angry about that and express the anger in a very polite but firm way. And I say write a letter to the new president and say, can we have a meeting with you and discuss this? I'll go, and John and everybody else can come.
Can I ask you something? Because it's a philosophical, but at what point do we harm ourselves by buying into the anger? I mean, you yourself pointed out, I mean, Reagan, who you would never have imagined, ended up talking with Gorbachev and finding a common humanity. So I sometimes think we do ourselves in, because we so focus on the anger rather than the connectivity, the consultation. You know, good nagging can be more irritating than anger. Sure. No, I mean, there's positive and there's negative anger. I mean, justifiable anger. Like when Christ drove the money changers, that he didn't hit anybody. It was justifiable anger. They were just abusing the temple. So we can figure that out. I mean, sure, nagging is good, but I think you have to realize the students have some power, and this during the Vietnam War, this campus was an activist campus, and we helped stop that war. And now there's no draft, so the students aren't too worried. Oh, that's for the other guys to go, not me.
So that too is a little difficult. Jan, we didn't get to your question yet.
Right, we're going to get to mine, and then it is time.
Yes, all right.
I think one of the, it's not really a question, I'm afraid, it's more of a statement.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
thought. One of the things that I thought that we might like to do in this program of Pathways to Peace is to allow students to find their pathways themselves through the system, regardless of whether or not the university has a formal program. For example, they can find you, and they can find other professors, and we can assist them in helping them find other professors who have a philosophy like this, so that whatever their chosen majors or disciplines are, they have an opportunity to inculcate peace into that work, because they have, students presumably have passions for their majors, you know, the chosen majors, and so to find ways to add peace into that, rather than buying into this straight party line of engineering, for example, or of you know, whatever languages or whatever. How can we also find ways through the university to do that?
Well, if you have a president and some of the deans that would promote this as a peace education school.